think we made it. Hey, everybody, welcome back to Teenage Motorsports Shop Talk Live, episode number 13. We're joined tonight by the number one, Ty Marasco, and Aaron Backover. Terry Foster is gracing us with his presence. and,
I was here last week.
and my wife, Amanda. How's everybody doing tonight?
Good, man. How you guys?
Good.
Good.
Sounds like you all had some fun last night in that All-Star race.
Oh, hell yeah. Hell yeah. We had a lot of fun.
So I didn't watch it or run it, so I'll let you guys go with that.
Should have bought the track.
You got a nice second place out of it.
Oh, yeah. Pretty excited about that, actually.
Might as well consider that a win with Gruenberg being in there. He was fast last night again.
Yeah. You know, it's funny because I was talking to him after the race when they put us in the team speak, and he goes, I wasn't going to qualify like I usually do, but then I was practicing and I was behind you and I realized I couldn't pass you. And I was like, he's like, I'm going to qualify. And I'm like, for all those times I held him up in practice, I was like, I should have never done that. Because I maybe would have won it.
Well, you qualified second, didn't you?
I qualified third. Derek actually qualified second. I don't know what
Okay.
happened to him, but, you know.
That was Derek. He hit the wall on lap 6. We know what happened to him.
Imagine that, right?
Yeah, he flipped Hackathor, and I got my notes a couple times. Is that the wreck that you just squeaked right by, Aaron?
Yeah, I had the brakes locked up and they were blocking it. And I think it was the 15 was down on the inside of me, and I was just like, oh shit, here we go. There's the end of my race already.
It looked like you just about stopped on the track too.
Oh yeah, I did. Because that car was flipping. I'm like, oh great, where's he gonna go?
Yeah, poor Hackathor, and he got stuck in a couple of them. I've got him in almost every other caution note that I have.
What's up,
Well,
Dave
between
Seats?
him and the 31.
Hey, Dave Seats, thanks for joining, man.
Hey, Dave. Yeah, that was an interesting race. I wish I could have been able to get in after the open, but it was definitely fun to watch you guys again in a race and sit back and listen to the boys broadcast and the jokes being made.
Yeah, they don't tell the jokes when you're out there.
Terry, what'd
So,
you think of
Ty-
the broadcast?
Yeah, that's why. Maybe you
Oh,
should.
but-
I thought you said you were going to be in the broadcast, so we were all expecting Terry to be there.
Well, when I seen I had to buy the track, I got pissed. I was like, I buy the track, and I just jumped out. I wasn't going to do it. To even watch the broadcast to help those guys. I sent Chris and Rick a message saying I couldn't do it because I wasn't going to buy
Well,
the
Dick,
track.
here's the deal. I'm the best there is.
Yeah, he
Plain
rage
and
quit
simple. I mean,
before
I
we
wake
even
up in the morning,
started.
I piss excellence.
So we had two rage quitters among us.
Yep.
Yeah, that's how I ended up with the banner with a 16th place.
Yeah,
finish.
congrats, Aaron Backover.
Yes.
That's the lowest we put on that thing.
I'm telling you.
Mm.
Yeah, I didn't make the race. Terry didn't show up, and Corey rage quit, so you were the last man standing.
Yes.
See what Rick
Yes,
said?
Yeah. Stop buying so much
Well,
taffy,
Rick-
Terry.
Well, Rick, you might be right, but here's the reason I really didn't buy it. I'm going on vacation this week. I don't want to spend no more money than I have to. Yeah, it's $11, $12, $14, whatever. But I'm done spending money till I get back from vacation. I got to save my dimes and pennies. My wife's an expensive drunk. So enough with me. So Ty, I'll let you guys get back, talk about the race last night. I want to start talking to Ty a little bit. Ty, when did you get involved with Blazing Pedals?
All the way back in the beginning. It was actually the first season ever of Blazing Pedal. Wesley Johnson was the owner, sadly. But I was in the first ever race of Blazing Pedals back in, I think it was actually like October of 2018 or 17. I can't remember. I think it's 18 actually. But I remember that first race. I'm pretty sure I crashed into the wall on the inside. I started racing on a controller. So that race was on a controller. So fair enough that I crashed on the inside part of the wall.
So a
Go.
controller and
Well, Dick, here's
terrible
the deal.
internet.
I'm the
That
best
had to
there
be a
is.
great
Plain and
combination.
simple.
Oh, and on a terrible computer. I believe it was on like a worse laptop than I actually raced on. Like I didn't even race on a Windows computer for a long time. I was on a MacBook.
Oh my God, yes. Hi, Gail. Glad to see you out there. Thanks for thinking of me. So before you got into Blazing Pedals, what was you doing prior to that in your racing?
So prior to that, I mean, I started iRacing, I think it was June or July back in 2018. Me and Sam actually go back to NASCAR Heat Evolution days, and that's where we actually started doing league racing and stuff. And then he's like, remember, he's like, "Oh, I did this iRacing thing, and it was pretty cool." I'm like, "Oh, I'll see if I want to get into it." And I ended up getting into it, and I was actually hurt from I actually had an injury and a surgery I was recovering from, so I had a lot of time to do a lot of racing, and I wasted a lot of money that I didn't need to really probably waste at the time. But all in all, definitely worth it. That's when I started iRacing and basically started doing that league literally 3 months after I started iRacing.
I tell you what, go ahead, Aaron.
I was going to say, so he's one of the original 185.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, it's 185 in the league that we've had so far.
Yeah.
And so what kind of rig do you run on now?
I right now I actually have a digital storm computer, has a i7 9700F or whatever it is.
Is it better than this?
Oh, it's way better than that. But
Okay.
I got one of those too, Terry. I got one of those too, you know.
That's for a golf game, man.
It's better than that, but now I have a Logitech D29 and hopefully upgrade soon, but you know, I'm pretty cheap, so probably not. I usually wait till the last minute till everything breaks and then I'll buy something new.
So a lot of something that a lot of people don't know about you. You are originally from Michigan. Right now you live in Indianapolis and you work at one of the coolest places probably in Indiana. Tell us about that.
I actually just started working at Indianapolis Motor Speedway. I work at on the golf course and the track. Take care of all the grounds there. It's pretty cool.
Nice.
That's
I get a lot of free access to a lot of things that I probably never thought I'd get free access to. Racing my golf cart around the racetrack is, it would be cool if it didn't take you 10 minutes to get around the racetrack. It's so dang big. There's so many times like, oh yeah, we need you on the front stretch doing this, and I'm like, all right, I'll see you in 10 minutes. It's gonna take me a while.
Practicing for August 15th, huh?
Yeah. That's what I'm practicing for.
So
But
go ahead.
I actually wanted to send iRacing something that they need to redo Indianapolis because the road course section is not correct, and they just need to go back and redo it because it's actually not the one that NASCAR will actually be racing on. But I mean, the oval's the same, so just
something pretty cool you brought up. I want to say it might have been Saturday that I was talking to you in Discord. You had ice cream with somebody pretty cool there at the track the other day. Who was that?
I actually had ice cream. I had an ice cream get together with all the employees and got to meet Roger Penske. That was pretty cool, because he's the guy that signs off my checks. So I guess it was pretty nice for him to give us ice cream and meet him. I talked to him a little bit, shook his hand, but it was a pretty cool experience.
That's awesome.
So Ty, I also want to reflect back on you're done with school now completely, right?
No, not technically. Well, after the internship, I will be graduated. So once that goes through, I technically don't get my diploma until like late November or something like that, or early August. Can't remember when they're doing it. But I'm basically done with the school part. I just got to do this internship.
Okay, so prior to going to Indianapolis, like you did this summer season, before that, I mean, all three of us know you played ball for a long time. It seems like every weekend, man, you're just going somewhere to play ball. Tell us a little bit about your ball career with the college.
I played in a small college in Michigan. It's Rochester University, and very small college. I play in the NAIA. College baseball is no joke. It's busy time. It's like a second job. It's 7 days a week and probably 4 hours to 6 hours a day. And we have games every weekend. We have double headers, and like, there's no chance I come back and race. So that's why I missed so much racing in the beginning of the season. I know everybody's like, "Oh, where are you at?" I'm like, "Well, I'm playing baseball." It's like, no. Now I'm done. Now I'm racing. Now I'm back. I'm ready to go. But really had a good senior season, and it was really nice to send off on a good senior season. So it's definitely been crazy because with the baseball, COVID has kind of thrown a wrench at us, but it's pretty awesome.
Do you still have a lot of restrictions out there, or is it easing up the way it is some of the other states?
So I guess back home in Michigan, it's easing up. Of course, I left that place, but I go to Indiana, and I guess every county in Indiana is open, pretty much wide open, besides the county, Marion County, which is Indianapolis. And I'm like, okay. But it was nice. I was outside Marion County the other day, and I actually got to walk in the store without a mask on, and it felt fine. I felt okay with it. I was like, this is awesome. I walked in with a mask, and I saw the employees without one, and I'm like, well, I'm taking this thing off because screw that. I'm ready to be back to normal. It's better than everybody else.
Oh yeah.
So unless I was thinking wrong for some reason, what is your degree in, Ty?
My degree is going to be in sports management.
Okay, that's what I thought. So I'm not knocking it at all. How does working at a golf course count as an internship for sports management?
Well, so working at a golf course, I mean, it's a facility. So we work in facilities. Facilities management is like part of sports management. And if you work at a sports facility, that's part of your sports management degree. Because I took classes about facility management and all that. So this is part of facilities management, which
Okay.
with sports. So
Okay. That makes sense.
yeah, I mean, it's pretty fun actually. I like working outdoors.
So one thing Aaron and I was talking about the other day on the phone, your name got brought up, Dalton's name got brought up.
Oh boy.
Who
Same
else
sentence.
was it, Aaron? There was another one.
Well, we talked
Was
good
it
or bad.
Hayden? It was all good. I mean,
Yeah.
because we've been around you guys now for shit. It seems like forever, but it's really only been 3-4 years maybe. But we've seen you guys, you, Ian, Hayden, all you younger guys is way younger than me. We're watching
That's
you guys
everyone
grow
in the
up,
league.
and it is everybody. All but one,
except
There's
for Fred.
yeah, Fred. Yeah. So we're watching you guys grow up, man. You moved away from home finally. I mean, you got your own place and all that shit.
Yeah, it's nice.
Aaron and I was thinking how cool that is. You guys are doing this, getting out on your own finally, out from under mom and dad. So, I can speak for Aaron. I hopefully for Corey and Amanda too. That congratulations to all you guys that can do this stuff, man. You're not sitting there under mommy and daddy's wing anymore. Okay, it's your turn.
he does that sometimes. He just stops.
It's definitely been an experience, and I feel like you guys have listened to us. We're in there every night, so at least I try to be in there every night, and I'm excited about living by myself, other than just paying for it now. That's the worst part. Finding dinner, paying for it. There's a lot of adult things that I thought I was an adult, but now I'm starting to be an actual adult and actually have to pay for stuff. So it's the only bad thing, but I love it. I mean, I like just being able to, there's been so many times like just stuff would come up last minute, or my dad would be like, let's do this, let's do that. I'm like, all right. But, I get busy and then I miss a race or something like that. And it's like, that sucks. Now I can set my own schedules, my own time, and I'm happy with that.
Well,
Go ahead, Aaron.
No, I was going to say one thing we were discussing that was really cool is since we're all into racing, you actually working at the Speedway and being involved with Penske, that what doors would that possibly open up for you,
Yeah, a lot. I mean, when I did the interview, they literally told me, they said, if you take this internship or job or whatever, because they basically said having Indianapolis Motor Speedway on your resume alone gives you immense experience, because everybody knows Indianapolis Motor Speedway. Not a lot of people would know Terry Foster's golf course down the road,
Exactly.
So Ty, with you working at the Speedway, has the thought come across your mind? A lot of Indy teams are right there. As a thought crossed your mind, maybe start looking at the teams on down the line somewhere. Maybe just turn to that direction instead.
Yeah, but it's also tough because especially in my degree, there's not a lot of wiggle room for positions and race teams. Because I've looked into it, I've applied to a lot, and A lot of them are not sustaining enough. Like the more sustaining ones are, if I had an engineering degree, it'd be different. I'd probably go to the race teams and they'd probably be like, "Oh, well, we'll try you out." But I have a sports management degree. It's a business. I could work in the offices, but I don't know if I want to work in the office all my whole life. So I don't know.
Sure.
Even though it'd be cool for a race team, but honestly, if I had a choice, I'd rather be like working at a racetrack when you're outside all day.
Right.
Well, you're
so
at the track to do that.
Yeah, I guess so. I mean,
They'll
it's nice.
need snow shoveled in the coming winter.
Yeah, I already heard the stories of like what they do in the winter, and it's just like it's a lot of snow shoveling,
oh boy. Oh
a lot of
boy.
plowing.
Again, we're all proud of you guys. Hayden's even going to school now up just north of me, up in Lima, Ohio. He wants to get into monster trucks. I think that's awesome. I hope he does. I mean, it's a slim chance, but now he's also working for a race team down in Cincinnati. So, which that's pretty cool for him. I'm proud of a lot of you guys, man.
Yeah, well, thank you.
And this, what was it, Friday?
Well,
Friday,
Jack, here's the deal.
our very
I'm the
own
best there is,
Sam
plain and
Baumgarten
simple. I mean, I wake up in the
started
morning,
his
I'm
trucking
just
career with Warner, by himself. He's finally out there by himself. So, Sam, if you're listening, bud, right foot down, left door closed, brother. That's how you make money doing that shit. So, congratulations to Sam, too, being out there on the road now. So,
Sounds like it's going pretty good for him. I don't know. So far.
I don't know. He can tell us anything he wants. So, but yeah, anyway, you guys are doing awesome. Keep it up.
He just stopped again.
Well,
Awkward silence.
I can see 5 of us on this freaking screen. So there's 3 of you ain't really talking.
I just want to say,
Yeah.
I have nothing against Uncle Terry's golf course.
You know what? I seen that too.
I got nothing against it. It's just an easy course. The par 5s are like 300 because Terry can at least reach them at 5. It's just not fun. I mean, I'm hitting hole-in-ones on a par 5. That ain't right. I know Terry can't reach them, but that's what happens.
Too much
There's
taffy for Terry.
They're all straight. There's no sand bunkers. There's no water. There's no trees. It's just,
If it's Terry's golf course, it ain't straight. I'll tell you that.
I knew that was coming.
looks like he tried to make straight lines.
I tried, man. I tried, but
You see the greens are cut like this. Jeez.
Well, back
So-
to the race, like it looked
Yeah,
like you
that's that-
did.
Go
Yeah,
ahead,
I was
man.
gonna
Go
say,
right ahead.
hey, you did a really good job keeping the car clean because I took some notes while watching the broadcast. We had 8 cautions, and your number is not in any of those cautions, or even having to avoid any of them.
Imagine that. I wasn't in a caution. Imagine that. I mean,
You're just
I've
chasing
been known to be
Ruinberg
doing
down.
some stupid stuff sometimes, and last night was not one of them. Or
Yes,
nobody
you
gave me
were.
nobody gave me the chance to do stupid stuff last night. Let's just say that. I was so frustrated. If you want to go back, look at Dalton's stream because I was in the channel with him. You'll see how pissed off I'm getting on how many restarts I had to do.
I
I was
watched
like,
that.
this sucks.
Did you guys happen to see what Rick Hammond put up? I can't believe Aaron paid Matt to take out Dalton last night. What did that cost you, Aaron?
Nothing.
Okay.
It's the 41. I'm not the only one that has a problem with him.
Go ahead, man. I didn't mean to
Aaron-
interrupt.
Yeah, no, I was just looking at the notes going, geez, he wasn't in any of them. It looks like, let's see, the first caution, lap 6, Paulson, we talked about that. He flipped the shit out of Hackathorn a few times. Aaron stopped on the track to miss that one. Aaron, what actually was going through your mind when that happened?
Oh, I thought my race was done, but I didn't realize we had a fast repair either. Corey got into something about halfway through, and he was going to rage quit earlier than he did. And he's like, I got a new car. And I'm like, what do you mean you got a new car? He's like, we must have a fast repair. So I went through the black box, and I was like, well, shit, I wish I'd have known that because I think I had like 24X by the time it was done last night.
Yeah, they told us in the open, and Corey said he didn't know about it. They probably didn't want you guys just going apeshit the entire time knowing you had a fast repair.
Then
Yeah.
I made the joke to Aaron when we were under one caution. I got ahead of him because I think it was the one they went 3 wide, and I squeaked through, and I got in front of Aaron because we were joking about the banner. I was like, it'd be funny right now if you just smash the shit out of me in the back and use your fast repair after I already used mine.
I think that's what you said about the fast repair. I'm like, what fast repair?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I thought
Corey's was lap 40, 41. It was him and Pittman. Little spin out there.
I was really nervous about this race because one, I bought the track just 10 minutes before practice, or no, actually, when the session opened, I bought it because I didn't know what track it was going to be. But I'm just sitting there and I'm like, I'm running like 16th. I am complaining and complaining about the car, the track, and why we're doing this. I'm complaining the whole time while I'm practicing 16th, and then I'm thinking, I'm going to hit the wall a million times because I didn't practice. You want to go, if you looked at my incidents in practice, I think it was near 100 because I hit the wall about 100 times. And it's funny, Taylor, before the race goes, in the group we were in, he goes, well, I'll see everybody in the infield care center tonight. And I'm like, hell yeah, brother. We'll all be there because I thought we were all going to die.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I did the same
I've-
thing. I bought it right as soon as the session came up when we found out it was Nashville, and luckily Aaron ran it a couple times. Like, oh, it's kind of like Bristol, and then I started running. I'm like, oh yeah, you kind of run it like Bristol.
Just a little
Kinda.
bumpier.
You just don't run the high line like Bristol, but
Right.
I don't know.
And you can't pass anybody on that track.
Yeah, I figured that out real quick. I'm like, man, if I just get track position, you just sit up there and block the hell out of everybody. Nobody's gonna pass you. They got to move you to pass you. And I was like, nobody got to my back bumper enough to move me. At least that was good. I was nervous after 8 restarts.
Yeah.
I was
also
trying to get there. I like moving you.
Yeah, I was like kind of scared. I did get pissed, and I'm like, I'm not gonna finish second anymore. Corey's gonna win this race. I'm like, dang it. And then, yeah, well, there you go.
We only had 9 people in the open, and now I know Terry quit because he wasn't going to buy a track. Dave Seats said earlier in chat that he wasn't going to buy the track. How many people you think didn't show up because of the track than having to buy it?
I think that might have played a role, especially because you don't have anything ahead of time. Like if this track was in the schedule, people probably would have bought the track and raced it because it's for points, right? This is, yeah, it's for money, but it's the top 3. Yeah, it's the All-Star race. Yeah, it's cool to be in the All-Star race, but nobody had practice until 2 hours before. And as you see, Derek told me, he's like, I'm not running it. I'm like, Derek, just run it. You're an idiot. You already made a commitment that you're going to run it. You run every other Sunday, so you might as well run it now. You have a chance to win. You're fast anyway. And I told him the car was tight. I didn't know if it was tight or loose. I just told him the car was tight. I know he likes a tight race car. I wanted him to race. So I was like, hopefully he gets in here. But I do think that played a role maybe. For an all-star race, everybody was saying it's a good broadcast, good race, good looking. Sitting for me, it didn't sit well that we had 8 cautions in a 75-lap race. It's a 75-lap race. I think we could have maybe did 125, 150. 75 is really short because you didn't actually have to pit.
I'm the best there is.
Like,
plain
you
simple.
could have
I
just
mean, I
ran
wake
it.
up in the morning,
The
I
whole
get
plan the whole
that.
time was me. I figured 1, you can't pass anybody. 2, if Grunberg somehow pits for tires under a green flag run, like I don't think he might have a chance to get around me, but it's gonna be hard to pass me by the time he gets there. So because you could probably lap him 1 or 2 laps being right behind him. So I was just to stay out the whole race because you didn't have to pit, and I think it would have made a difference if you actually had to pit. So I think the race lane could have been longer, would have made a better race, maybe more green flag runs, but I do think that played a role into people not showing up. But how many did we actually have in the All-Star race, in the regular All-Star race?
I think 20.
19.
19?
Well,
Nineteen.
because Jamie backed out for
Oh,
some
yeah,
reason.
yeah.
Remember?
Yeah,
So we
computer
actually had
problems or
19.
whatever. We had
Yeah, I thought
19.
we
We
did.
had but normally, so we had 19 total, and what? 4 of those came from the open, right?
5.
5.
Five of those came from the open.
Yep.
So we were probably missing maybe 10 more, maybe. maybe a little less than that, 8 more. I think the track definitely played a role, though, for sure, because not a lot of people probably bought that track because iRacing kind of just put it out, and nobody really likes buying a track that you're only going to run once. So maybe it would have been cool if if we had this in the schedule, this would have been cool. Maybe if it was later in the year, like maybe after the All-Star race, then it gives somebody the opportunity to buy the track already, and they would already had it. Maybe ran some laps on it already. Yeah, Chris Legg can never get that Ford to start the race. I know it's a problem. Always having trouble getting through tech. Always trying to cheat.
So we like to ask everybody this too that comes on the drivers. What do you think of the competition this year in Blazing Pedals?
Really good. I mean, we finally have people that can fight for Jamie's spot. Other than, I no credit to Dalton, Taylor, Derek, guys who have won. Aaron's fast. We saw at Charlotte. Showed everybody that
last year.
Yeah, he showed everybody that he ain't slow. But we have people that are fighting for the top. We have fast guys, and maybe some guys are. I know we have some fast guys, and some guys are just getting way too aggressive, and they're getting themselves out of the race. But if they can settle down a little bit, hone in. I mean, we got a lot of veterans of BPL here. We all know how to race each other. So I think every year it gets more and more competitive just because we know what we can do to each other. Because I mean, when I'm behind Terry, I mean, I know I can just I can bump him out of the way if I want to. He's probably gonna bump me. He might bump me back, but
Get his ass out of this stream.
I might bump him on.
Actually, Ty, I think you and I have. Not necessarily bumpers. I know we've door slammed a few times in the past.
Oh, Terry,
we were racing, but we were racing.
Me and Terry used to be like, me and Terry used to battle. We used to battle a lot. Like we used to battle every race, and we'd be battling, and it would be I'd try to beat Terry every week. I'd go brag to Terry and try to beat him, and then he beat me and try to brag, and then, but this year I haven't been there a lot, so I haven't had a lot of time to race anybody.
Nor
and that's
have I.
kind of
Neither is Terry.
I mean, it's So me and Terry are just battling each other. Who's not going to be there that night? So.
Yeah, I forgot. Was it
next 2 weeks?
Was it last year? Me and you, Ty? It seemed like every race, me and you were door banging each other.
I think it was me and you at New Hampshire. That's the one race I think of a lot. It's just me and you at New Hampshire. I think we battled for 3-4 laps or whatever. I
think it was during the playoffs. Was it? We were trying to. It was like 3 races in a row.
Oh,
I think we got into
the Roval. Okay, I want to ask you the question why you pit the one time at the Roval. So I've always wanted to ask you why you pit at the Roval under the first caution, and I'm sitting there like, wait, why is he pitting? I think you could have got stage points or whatever, and I'm like, why is he pitting? And I'm like, he's just giving me free stage points. I think when you pit, I was like, I'm gonna make it to the next round, as long as they don't wreck. I'm like, oh, thank you. You just handed it to me. I don't know, but me and you are neck and neck in points.
He doesn't remember, but we in TeamSpeak, he went out to stay out for a lap to get a bonus point.
And then won a stage.
And then when he pitted, he got a penalty for being closed. We thought he would go to the end of the line.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
And he ended up with a 40-second penalty and had to come back.
Because I think I was going to run out of gas or something.
Yeah, but you stayed out at the stage caution just.
Yeah, I was like, if I pay, just go to the end of the line. You're like, yeah. Then I got black flagged.
Yeah, I was just so confused on why he did it. I'm like, he's gonna black flag himself. Why did he do that?
Yeah, we didn't realize it was going to be a black flag. We thought it would just be an end of line penalty.
I know all those rules go hand in hand. And I always forget them too. And it's like, why? I think I was in a race yesterday in a hosted race, and I was in second, and it told me to line up on the inside line. And I'm like, okay, what? Why did iRacing do that to me? But
well, I was trying to get points too, and when he's
we
like,
were all,
right, but he was like, it black flagged me, and I'm like, so much for listening to the guy.
Yeah, he knew it was gonna black flag me. I know it.
But I know definitely me and Corey last year towards the playoffs, we were battling for point, trying to get into the next round, and that's what makes it fun. It's just when you're battling for points, because I see myself as, man, I'm going to be darn lucky if I win a race, right? So I race for points every week. That's why you see, I mean, I'll be out there and I'll just go out there and sometimes just take tires just to win a stage because that gives me 10 extra points. Then I probably would have got maybe 3 because I finished 3rd or 8th or 7th. But so I got 10, and that only helps you in points racing, especially now because I'm almost in a win and you're in scenario just because I missed so many races. But I could probably still get enough points if I'm smart about it. So I'll be going for points the rest of the season.
Okay, Dave. Yeah, I saw that. I didn't know who it was from, but yeah, I'll get back to you on that.
So speaking of points, where are you at in points right now, Ty? Do you know?
Oh, you want me to bring it up?
I'm ahead of Terry.
We have it.
Oh wow.
Oh, Ty's in front of it.
Uh,
Well, the only one he'll be
Ty-
blocking is Terry, so we don't
I
need
am
to see that.
currently 32nd. I'm looking at it right now. I think 32nd. I think that's what it says.
yes.
Yeah, that's deep. I am.
You're only 3 ahead of me, dude.
Yeah, Terry, but I raced 4 races. You've raced 8.
Look how many I finished.
Oh, it doesn't matter. You still showed up, got points that day. I didn't. I just didn't show up. I didn't get any points that day. I got 0.
Look at
But-
Amanda's only 3 positions out of the playoffs right now.
I am 100.
I am the ultimate get any point that I can if I can get any points, but try to be consistent. Probably not getting a win anytime soon in the next few seasons, but if I can get a point, I'm going to do whatever I can.
Hey, anybody
So-
can win. Anybody can win. Look at Aaron.
That's right.
So, Corey, you had them up there real quick, and
Do you want him back up?
no. I was looking at the last one you put up. Is one in 6th place, TBB, 6th place, that'll win. CD Moore is in 7th with the win. I mean, do you
That's
guys think TBB has a win in him yet this season?
You think he's gonna win this season? You're saying?
Do you think he has a win in him this season? Any of you guys?
Oh yeah,
Oh,
I think he does.
Taylor definitely is a win in. I mean, he's gonna win. I mean, he's probably gonna win more than once. To be honest, he'll probably win once or twice. I mean, that's what he. I don't know how many wins he had last year, but I'd say that's what he's probably gonna be around again.
Yeah, we're 2 races away from halfway. We're only halfway through the season yet.
So, but I mean, we've had Gruenberg's won 6 or 7 now.
All
Well,
of
this one
them.
didn't count yesterday. But do what?
I said all of
Just
them.
2. He's raced.
wait.
Yeah, he's just
I
won a
don't
little too many.
I know how many he's won. I got that right down right here. Gruenberg. Where the hell's his name at? He's got 4 wins going into the All-Star race.
Dave Seats.
I mean, I'm only really 100. I think I'm 106 points out. That honestly isn't that. I mean, it's a big margin, but if I show up every week, I could probably make that up. Hopefully,
Yeah.
I mean,
He doesn't have the points up again right now, but one thing we were discussing beforehand,
There, I
okay,
got
you're
him up now.
100 right, but you're 106 points out. How many of these guys have pretty much dropped out that we haven't seen in a while? You know,
Let's see.
So-
I mean,
it's going to be easy to make up points on guys that aren't showing up. And I mean, I'm not being a
Hank
smart ass about that,
Caston. I haven't seen him in a little bit.
Blake
So
got
actu-
a Sunday job. So
Yeah,
I think
Blake's-
Blake's
Blake's
pretty
not
much
there.
done.
but I mean, looking at the top 16 right now, they've all usually been there for the most part. I mean, they don't miss races, but there's a couple of guys in there that are consistent. But I mean, I
Well,
think
right, but
I think I can finish ahead of, I say, the majority of them. Hopefully, I mean, if I run a good race, I could probably run in front of them. But the key is stage points. Stage points. I realize stage points is like the biggest thing now. It's like,
Oh, yeah.
you need stage points. Like if you don't get stage points, you might as well kiss playoff hopes goodbye. Because if you don't get, I say if I'm not in fifth or above in the stage, like I gain 3 points. Yeah, 3 points is nice, but in my situation, I need to be gaining 5+ points each stage.
One good thing about them too is getting the stage points. If you get involved in something, basically that'll cancel out your penalty points too.
Oh yeah, I look at like when I get a 4X or something like that. I'm like, well, and it's before a stage end. I'm like, well, I'm gonna try to go for the win on the stage now because I'm gonna try to erase those. I'm gonna try to erase those 4 points, and now I'll have 6 points. But it's better than -4,
Yep.
or whatever it is.
Oh, it ain't all that bad.
Yeah, thank God there wasn't. Thank God there wasn't points last night. Like I said, I ended up with like 24 or 28x at the end. Just everybody bumping and banging last night. Those
I mean-
points I would have lost.
That happens.
That seems to happen to me though.
Yeah, well, I think that played a role last night into everything that was going on. It's just, money's on the line, no points on the line. People were ready to, they were ready to just bump around. They weren't being all that careful. But
Right.
Aaron, I wanted to ask, why was your hood all crumpled? I heard you and Corey talking in TeamSpeak, and you could see it on one of the caution laps. I forget which one it was.
Was that
but
from
I
the
think
checkup?
Lap 48.
Sure. Once again, I had 24, 28x. But they were checking up during restarts real bad. There was just bumping and banging.
Well, there's that one on the backstretch that was weird. Like everybody came to a stop on the inside line when we were lined up.
yeah, I heard about that. I was like, what happened with all that? I mean, I think Derek was part of it or something like that.
It was
Yeah,
probably
they're
Derek.
Probably was Derek. He probably just went,
Awesome.
yeah, I think, I mean, good chances, right?
And he's just going to blame it on somebody else. What the hell happened?
Yeah. There was a lot of blaming going on last night. I was just hearing it. I'm just sitting there like, can you stop wrecking? Can we get to the end of the race? I'm in second place. Like, come on.
Yeah, at one point you and Grunberg pulled away pretty far from third.
That green flag run, like, I was surprised. I pulled away from the field, and I'm like, oh man, I'm running pretty good. And then like a Grunberg, I'm like, he's running way better than I am. I was like, he kept like, I gained on him a little bit, and I'm like, oh man, I'm gaining on him. Next lap, he gained like 0.3 more on me. I'm like, well, I don't think I'm going to catch him. But I was happy I was pulling away from everybody else.
Yeah, I think at that point I was behind. I forgot the two in front of me, but I know it was Rick Thompson too. And like you said, it was awful trying to pass somebody there. And you try to get to the inside of them, then you try to make the pass on the inside, but then they pull back on the outside, and it was tough last night, that track.
Yeah. One thing was the restarts. I didn't know what line I really wanted to be on the restarts. And I figured out the outside line was the way to be. Or, yeah, one of the lines. I can't remember. But
Yeah,
Grunberg kept on changing his line. And like, he would be outside. I'm like, oh, he's going to go outside again. Goes inside. I'm like, all right. And then there's one time he went outside, and I'm like, wait a minute. I was asking guys, hey, is Jordan McAvoy? Is McAvoy part of Grunberg's team? And like, yeah. I'm like, oh, crap. I'm screwed because they're going to get a good jump. And sure enough, he got a good jump. Me and McAvoy doored each other coming out of 3 or coming out of 2 and down the backstretch. And eventually I pulled away from him. And I'm like, ooh. Sweated that one out for a minute because I'm like, I thought that was the end of me. And then, of course, when Corey was behind me, I was like, no, that's the end of me too, because I thought anybody with fresh tires could get past us. But then I realized you can't pass unless you move somebody. So I don't know how that would have worked. It would have been interesting to see.
They were working pretty good on the outside when I was making my way back up from the field after that incident. I was passing everybody on the outside because everybody was tucked down low, and with the fresh tires, that was really the only reason I was passing people.
Yeah, I bet. I don't know. I never really got the chance to pass anybody, sadly, because Grunberg was so fast, and I was like, couldn't even get close to him. I just wanted to get close to him on the last restart. Maybe I could just give him a bump or something. Maybe
Well,
I
his
chance.
restarts were ridiculous. Like it's like he didn't even have to shift; he just went full bore.
I know. Like, I was wondering, like, everybody's like, he's going at the same time. I'm like, yeah, I know he's going at the same time, and I try to go at the same time, but I had a lot more wheel spin. I had a short shift a few times just so I didn't, spin the car out. And I'm like, how is he not spinning out? Because he's just gunning it.
Well, that's another thing I wanted to know. I didn't realize it until probably the 3rd or 4th caution. I was starting in 3rd gear and had no wheel spin and was keeping up. So,
yeah, I don't know. I was quick second. Got going in second, quick shift to 3rd, and I was ready to go. but maybe third gear was the way to go. But I feel like that would have been, I don't know. I feel like that would have been too slow. I don't know. Never tried it. Never thought about it.
I thought, yeah, because I was getting wheel spin in second, and I was back here at the back where everything was checking up. But I was finally like, you know what, I'm going to try a restart in third, and it seemed to take off fine.
That's awesome. I think I should have used that. Should have been in the TNA channel last night, maybe.
There you
We
go.
had a chance.
Well, it was just me by the end of the night, so you should have jumped in.
Yeah. Hey, Aaron, how's it going? Oh, it had me to your team. Oh.
Oh, it was the first green and white checkered. I quit. I didn't like the call.
I was like, no. I'm like, what's he doing? He's pulling off. I'm like, we're like, oh, he's gonna race quick, isn't he? And we saw Corey Sherman manually disconnects. We're like, he just rage quit.
Yeah, I got
Well,
one here and there.
At least Terry told us he was leaving. All of a sudden, whatever it says about his disconnected from your channel, and I'm like,
Yeah.
okay.
I even said, I'm like, did you at least tell Aaron you were quitting? He's like, nope. And he stormed out to go pee.
I mean, fair enough. I mean,
Well, that's the
tough
thing.
call.
I was like,
I didn't go back and look at it. I have to go back and look at it. I don't know if it's a tough call or not, but I feel like there was a lot of tough calls last night. I heard there was a lot of 3 wide, maybe some 4 wide. I don't know. And I'm like, guys, this ain't Twin Ring where you can go 7 wide. We should probably chill out here. We're at Nashville where we all really don't know how to run the track because we're all new to the track and we're running 3 wide for 15th. I think Taylor said something and somebody's wreck. He's like, if somebody's wrecking, and Taylor goes, what's he wrecking for? P90th? And I'm like, gosh. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. It seems like where all the wrecks are happening for like, I get everybody wants to get up front, but in these all-star races, we also got to put on a good show. And I think everybody said we put on a good show, but in the driver's seat, it didn't seem like we were putting on a good show.
well, that was the thing too. Why I started getting so aggressive there at the end because there was 5 laps to go. I was going for 3rd place. I mean, no
Got
points.
the money.
Yeah, no points on the line. What do I got to lose?
Yeah, I mean, there's nothing to lose. I mean, that's what everybody's thought. You gotta know that's everybody's thought process. Got to be, but yeah, I mean, we got to be careful about it. We can't be just. This ain't no demo derby. I mean, it'd be cool to have a demo derby. I think we should put that on. Maybe a demo derby the next off weekend or something like that. A BPL demo derby and
Yeah,
put all the tracks.
or that
Have you
figure 8
ever-
one.
Have you ever watched the broadcast? There's a lot of demo derbies going on.
I mean, I watched Martinsville. That was pretty tough one time, but I mean, I see the king himself is here now.
Yeah, I just seen that.
The king penis.
Yeah, I know. I mean, I could get that the top 5 guys were battling hard because I mean the top 3 paid money, but there was points back there
Well,
that
Jack, here's the
I'm running
deal.
12th,
I'm the best there
13th
is.
all night
Plain
long,
simple. I
and
mean,
it's
I
like,
wake up in the
you
morning,
guys
I
are
kiss
racing
excellence.
this hard. I knew I wasn't getting to the front,
Yeah. I mean in practice, I looked at you, Aaron, and I'm like, man, Aaron's pretty fast around here. I'm like, you know what? Aaron is the guy that buys every single track and every single car. He's probably raced this track many a times. And everybody else is just sitting there, not racing any track. Because I know you, Aaron. You buy every car and every track out there. So
But for a while, I pretty much had them. Not anymore. And I had raced Nashville a couple times, but
Yeah.
I've never done it in the Xfinity car.
that was different. I mean, I thought I made the little adjustments that we can make. I made one big adjustment. I think it made me faster.
I
What
would
was
have liked
that?
to see you guys head to a pit. I would love to see you guys trying to get into the pits going full bore.
Well, I tried it once. I hit the
Yeah.
barrier. I'm like, yeah, I ain't pitting. Luckily, I got in an accident. I was
Yeah.
smoking. I was
I
like, oh,
was-
this is easy.
Well,
Yeah.
it was never going to come down to green flag pits, no matter how far.
Oh, if
Yeah.
it did, that would have been a shit show.
Derek
Oh,
goes.
yeah.
Derek, I think Derek said, he's like, have you practiced pitting yet? I'm like, no. He's like, oh, good luck. I'm like, I'm gonna hope it's under caution.
In the
Yeah.
open, it was just like that too. Somebody's like, "What the hell is this all about?" It's like it's 30 laps. We're not gonna have to pick. Come on.
I'm just listening to you guys talk because I didn't see the damn race. So
There's a surprise.
I mean, you could have just watched the broadcast. I mean, you didn't have to pay to do that.
I don't know what time you guys actually started the race, but I was in bed at 8:15.
Man, you are old, aren't you?
I am.
So, what would have happened if you were racing though? You would not been in bed 8:15.
I wouldn't have. I had been racing.
Falling asleep
Yeah.
at the wheel. I
And-
wonder why.
and-
Hey, Terry. I wonder why
Now-
Terry just pile drived himself into one.
And I
Fell
told
asleep at the wheel.
I told my wife actually Friday, said, I got a race Sunday. It's the All-Star race. I want to get into this thing. And I told, I haven't actually put in one of the little bit of a write-up that I done yesterday that I was going to enter this race. I didn't realize it's going to have to buy a track. So that's the only reason I didn't get in. I wasn't going to buy a track.
I wasn't happy either. I was like, dang, I had to spend some money.
At
It was hope-
6:30, I was sitting there staring at my rig, going, "Please be Charlotte, please be Charlotte, please be Charlotte." I'm like,
Oh.
motherfucker, it's not Charlotte.
She already
hate
had the
Charlotte.
race. She already had Nashville. I don't know how she had it.
I didn't have an official. I don't know if iRacing gave it or something, but I've never raced it because I didn't recognize the pits at all.
And Rick Hammond, he also has a mullet wig that he wears when he does that.
Right.
Yeah, Mark, I'm
What
gonna
about
put
you,
that on a T-shirt.
I'm not buying no more tracks.
Do
Well,
you
like
have
we-
next week's track?
I won't be
We-
here.
But yes, he has it. 'Cause
I do
we
have a
raced
twin
it
ring.
already.
Yeah, we already raced that. Whoa.
They're all
Easy,
resetting.
Sam.
Yeah, it does have
Easy.
something then.
I was saying nice stuff about Sam. Look at that. Comes back with that.
I was like, did everybody just text at once? What happened?
Everybody
Sometimes
woke
it does
Everybody
that.
got one of 'em.
All at once here. Come on.
Everybody woke up.
Yeah, they heard I'm on. That's what they want to come listen to me. What do you mean?
Yeah, that's what it is, Ty. Yeah, that's what it
Yeah, I
is.
think we've got record viewers right now.
Hey, you know what? You cheap bastard, $12.
Hey, it felt really good.
Now
That we
Go ahead,
had
go ahead, Ty.
shout out to Michael Falk and what he does. We had 2 cars up there last night, second and third. Pretty awesome for him in the All-Star race.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, I love that paint design he did for me. I think I'm gonna run that thing for a while. 'Cause He
I was gonna ask
actually
you if
did
that
that
was-
one for me.
I was going to ask you if he did that, but you quit last night, so I didn't get a chance.
I look at the schedule, and that's how I decide if I'm going to buy tracks or not. Nashville was not on our schedule, so I didn't buy it.
Yeah, we gotta put them on sleeveless shirts and sell them.
No, you don't buy sleeveless shirts.
All right,
You
I'll have
gotta
Amanda
have the
cut shirts when
sleeves
she's
and
done
then cut 'em
fucking
off.
You
poking
cut
holes
off
and
the sleeves.
stickers.
There's no such thing
Yes.
as sleeveless shirts. They're just called tank
Right.
tops.
Right.
Oh, hell. And Michael Falk, I know it was $12, but you know what? I found $10 a day at a gas station. Maybe I should have went ahead and bought it yesterday.
See,
You only
Is
spent
that
$2.
text message you sent of a $10 bill, I just kind of swiped it. Like, nah.
Yeah. Yep.
Mark said add it to the schedule next year. You said.
yeah, and then whatever short track that comes out, it's going to be the All-Star race. I'm guaranteeing it. We did North Wilkesboro last year. We did Nashville this year. There's going to be another short track that comes out. We're doing it. I'm just going to buy and practice it. Guaranteed. At least it wasn't no iRacing Super Speedway. That would have been kind of different.
What?
Terry owes me $25.
I'll pay you. If you want me to send the money, send me your damn account. I'll pay you.
So Terry, you
I
didn't even see Taylor's paint job last night, then, did you?
No.
Oh, that was funny. I was like, who is this? Oh my God, that's awesome.
Yeah, threatened to wreck me out of a race.
That was
the-
funny. That was funny,
um,
Michael.
Coming to the white flag finally on that third restart. Dalton, Taylor, and I were 3 wide. Wasn't really racing for position. Taylor had ran into something, and so I went 3 wide, and him and I ended up wrecking, and he sent me a text, apologizing for that, and I told him to fuck off, that it was another TNA driver he was supposed to be hunting.
Yeah, you remember that last week, Terry? You said you're gonna wreck Amanda, and Taylor had a special paint job hunting you down.
Oh, no, I missed that.
Do you have the picture?
Now
of
you
it?
got to go back and watch. Now you got to go back and watch it.
He should have it. I think he got it sent to him. And
Oh,
then
First
it has all
funny.
your quotes from last week's show.
And Mark, I own most of the dirt tracks and the road courses,
But not Nashville Soup or not.
but not Nashville. You're right.
Nashville
Nashville
Fairgrounds.
Fairgrounds, yeah.
Speaking of dirt tracks, and I know it's not blazing pedals.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah, this guy got a win. A heat race. Oh, he's over there.
Yeah, Ty got. How did you catch me there at the end? Did you make a wing
Sam.
adjustment?
Sam, he told me to run he told me to run a line, and I was like, okay. And I caught you one lap. I was like, okay. And I'm like, I'm gonna keep doing this. And then eventually, I mean, I didn't clear you because I didn't realize you came down on me a little bit, and I got into you a little bit, and it was just enough for me to get in front of you. I couldn't catch you. I couldn't catch you. I was trying to find a line, and Sam's like, oh, run this line. I'm like, okay. And I tried it, and I'm like, oh, okay.
Well, I saw you doing that, and I'm like, okay, he's not getting around me. And then you cleared me just enough. I had to hit the brakes, and I was
Here it
like,
is, Terry.
Yeah.
I couldn't get back to you.
That's pretty awesome.
185.
Oh, he actually changed.
Yeah, he
actually
has
changed that last
loyalty on the front.
Yeah.
Yeah, wasn't there something else there?
Yeah, it says 185 loyalty.
Oh.
I was gonna say that's a little bit different. Yeah.
That's pretty cool though. Michael, I guess you've done that, so that's a pretty good paint scheme, man.
That's pretty awesome.
That's pretty
Yeah,
cool.
he sent it to me.
The
and
Foster Patrols.
Yeah, made sure that you'd be okay with it. I said you're fine with it. I approved it.
He won't know what. Yeah, I was gonna say he won't know what any of it means.
It's like, what's
185 mean?
Somebody who had my picture on their hood? Is that you, Corey?
Yeah, me and
Both of
Aaron
us.
both had it.
You both did. Okay.
Yeah, when you were gone forever.
I was on vacation then too.
No, I think that was when you
Yeah,
had COVID foot.
last year.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we're talking
So-
about running it again. That MIA.
Yeah, I think all three of us are going to.
Michael I've got thick skin, but it's not hurting my feelings. I think it was pretty cool. Michael Falk, I love what you do for this league. You have some awesome paint schemes out there in the BPL, and I think you do some other stuff too for other people too. Anybody out there hasn't one of Michael's paints yet, hit Michael up, man. He's just awesome with what he does. 185 people.
He sent me this one too. This is Perkins that he was running last night. This one was awesome.
Dude, I saw that in the Sod Poodles. I'm a big baseball fan. That's awesome. I love that paint. That was sick. I couldn't
awesome.
I didn't know what it was at first. I'm like, man, he's running new paint. What is that? And I'm like, dude, that paint is awesome. I love it.
Yeah, the stitching looks crazy on that thing.
Oh shit! Now I'm getting crap from Hammond too.
Might have to make me a Mudheads paint if he's that good at doing that one.
There you go. Toledo
Harry knows
Mudhens.
about them Mudhens, yeah.
Toledo Mudhens, man. Yeah.
You know, me as a Tiger fan can follow the Mudhens.
Mark, how do you feel the league is going?
Ty,
You know
did you
what?
have a chance to watch last week's episode with Terry?
I did not have a chance last Monday.
If you get a few minutes in the next few days, just
I gotta make a break,
I've
I'll be
heard.
back.
minutes. No joke, the first 5 minutes is just repeated over and over and over. Terry showed up drunk as a skunk and asked the same 3 questions to Mark over and over and over again for about an hour and a half to 2 hours.
And Terry was so drunk, he kept thinking he was
Yeah.
phrasing it a different way. And we're like, you're not, Terry. It's the same question.
How many guys
I-
came
yeah.
to the league?
Mark told me
and-
that.
Yeah. So when you get a few minutes, you don't even have to watch it. Just listen to it.
Oh, I'll listen to it definitely. But back to Mark's question, you can't comb this hair. Like this hair can't be combed. You start combing it, it starts going everywhere. You just gotta let it be. You can't touch it. You do anything to it, it's just gonna be all over the place. I mean, it just you can't do it.
Mark, you know where I work? I can't afford $11. And hey, Sam, fucking fifth wheel. I'm assuming you can't unhook, so back up to the fifth wheel. Set your tire brakes and back up. Try that. Just what the hell was that?
Yeah, John,
Shit, honey boo boo.
I know about the Sod Poodles because I love their hat and I want their hat. But my deal is when I go to minor league stadiums, I only get baseball hats unless I go to the stadiums. So all my baseball hats are all the stadiums I've been to. It's pretty cool.
Been down to the Dragons yet?
I have not. I've always wanted to, but they're always sold out. Like apparently the Dayton Dragons have sold out for like 5 years straight, every single home game. It's ridiculous.
It is.
I don't know much about baseball. Watched it when I was younger, but is that the Rochester Red Wings, Corey?
Yeah, we have the Rochester
Yes.
Red Wings.
Yeah, they like never sell out. So if you ever want
Yeah.
to come see them, just come out. And
They're
hang
with
out.
I think they're the Twins or something like that. It used to be the Twins at least organization. But
they,
I'm gonna
I
definitely.
think they just changed. I don't know.
Yeah, everything changed this year to a lot of different things.
Yes,
so.
I did, Mark. I didn't like the call.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's your fault, Mark.
Yeah, I mean, somebody didn't like the call. The call wasn't good on somebody's.
Yeah, I just sat quietly for about 5 minutes watching the rest of the broadcast with my head down going, don't speak. He's really angry. He didn't even say goodnight to Aaron.
I text him good night.
No, Terry, it's a simulator, not a game. It's a simulator, man.
I was like,
Come
am I
on.
still allowed to watch the rest of the broadcast?
Hey, I get one every now and then. I didn't run him over. He came up into me.
I'll have to go back and look at it because I didn't go back and look at any of the wrecks. I wanted to see a bunch of them because they're like, because Marcus comes over sometimes and he was just like, these guys are, you guys are just trying to go 3 wide and it just isn't gonna work. And you
Well, I
guys
could
just
give a
keep-
quick rundown
then
of
you-
the cautions if you
and then you
want.
guys-
Like, it's a lot of the same people over and over again.
Yeah, man.
Oh, I heard a lot of the
let's give
same
him a
numbers
caution
last
rundown.
night. I'm like, man, everybody hates these guys. Dang.
Lap 6 was Paulson and Hackathor, and lap 31, Wellman did a self-spin. He didn't catch anybody. Lap 40-41, Pittman and Corey. I was on Pittman. Lap 48 was the big wreck. It looked like Dalton started it. It was 84, 10, 46, 52. Another caution. I don't know what lap. Rick Thompson and Dalton. And 4 laps to go. You and McAvoy. You and McAvoy, and then Pittman in the 52, and Fred was in there, and the last one was Rick Thompson self-spin.
Yeah. I don't know. I thought Green White Checker, I thought we had a chance to, not wreck so much. But then it didn't happen. I was like,
want to know who. So I had the final count on cautions. Who had the final count on how many beers Chris opened during the broadcast? Because I swear he was trying to open his beer can closer to the microphone each time so it would get louder.
Chris, how many did you open last night? If you're still in here. Or Rick, maybe you know how many he opened up.
He was on the verge of hiccups, it sounded like.
I was gonna
Yeah,
say.
you can tell by the end.
I think I counted 5 only because Amanda's in our group text said, if you think about it, keep track of how many beers he opens. And I think I counted 5.
Dave seats all of them.
I think he said he had a problem, and he went up, and I think he ran out of beer. He needed to go grab another one because you hear him come back and open one.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
Yeah, he was trying to beg Mark to make you guys start the race all over again so that he could go another hour or something drinking.
yeah,
How many
after,
people are... Oh, go ahead, Ty.
well, after the race, I was watching the interview or something like that, and I just hear, like, the guy came, like, dang. Right after the race, I just heard it. I'm like, didn't even wait till like end his outro of the broadcast. Just right in the outro.
While you're talking. Oh, his AC wasn't working? Yeah, you guys said it was like 90 there too. It was hot here.
No, it was a good broadcast to watch. I know just the little experience I have, it's excruciating having up to 8 cautions and something like that, especially when you're up in like the 2 and 3 positions. But it was a good broadcast to watch.
Yeah, I haven't got a chance. I went to go watch it last night, and I was laying in bed, and I had it on the Fire TV or whatever, had it watching, and it was like halfway through. Actually, it was like the second or third wreck, and I was dozing off. I'm like, I'll watch the rest of it tomorrow, and so I'm gonna watch the rest of it tonight. Because usually you go in the BPL and somebody puts up the broadcast. Usually it's Dalton, but he got wrecked, so he wasn't going to put the broadcast up, I guess. So
I
Well-
did see him in Discord because we had it on one of his other monitors, and I see Dalton when he got the big wreck and everything. He's spinning that wheel all sorts over the place. I'd never seen him reacting like that in Discord on his cam.
yeah, I'm about to have a camera now. I got the camera now, so I'm about to have a
Yeah.
in-car camera. I'm ready to go. I mean, you're gonna see me in my zebra circle chair, and everybody's. Well, I can't remember what Mark said, but I was like, "You sit like that and race," and I'm like, "Yeah,
Well,
I do."
Jack, here's the deal. I'm the best there is.
It's just
plain
a
simple.
small
I mean, I
little
wake up in the
chair.
morning, I piss
I don't have a sim seat or nothing. Like I said, I'm cheap. I don't spend money unless I have to.
Somebody used to race in a beanbag chair. Who in the hell was that? I want to say Sam, but I don't think that's right.
No, he raced on a futon or whatever.
Futon with a pillow behind his back.
Yeah. But I think you said I raced in a beanbag chair, and I said
Maybe I
no.
did.
I sit in like a saucer chair. It's actually my sister's from like a long time ago, and I found it in the basement. I just took it. I'm like, oh man, I sit perfectly in this. It's nice and comfortable.
one of the
I
bamboo
sit
ones?
perfectly with the wheel. It's like a saucer chair type thing, and it's like it's an actual chair. Like I don't know, but
Like, he can carry that chair and his MacBook around at the same time.
I mean, yeah. I mean, if you here, I can turn my camera around real quick, and you see the chair.
Oh yeah, look at that thing.
Hell yeah.
Oh yeah, that's what I race on every week. No shame
Well,
in
not
it.
every week.
I don't even get haircuts. Damn right, unless I have to.
Wasn't the joke going around for a long time you were running off McDonald's Wi-Fi?
Yeah, well, like, so the story behind that is like, of living with my parents is that, yeah, the router is connected to their computer, not mine, right? So I had to run an extender, a Wi-Fi extender. So I was running off Wi-Fi on an extender off my actual computer because I couldn't run an Ethernet cable through the whole house, just running it through I wasn't going to run it through the whole house or whatever just to be on. So, so I couldn't go I couldn't drill holes into the floor because nobody's going to my dad ain't going to like me drilling holes into the floor to do it. So I was like, that's why I kept on blinking. But now I don't blink anymore because I got my own Wi-Fi that I pay for, and I got an Ethernet cord that connects to my computer. So hopefully no more blinking.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, your blinking cost us some money at the Daytona Clash race we did at the beginning of the season.
I don't remember that. What happened?
We were lined up, and was it Paulson, I think, right in front of you? And I was like, okay, Paulson and Ty are going to go high on this last lap. And we was coming to the start-finish line, and I was like, okay, I'm going to go with them. And all of a sudden, the start-finish line right before the last lap, Ty blinked out, and I'm like, fuck you, Ty. I'm not going with you now.
Yeah, who yeah, but that's funny.
That's awesome.
But so who actually won the Clash? I can't remember who won the Clash.
Blake.
Oh yeah. Where did
Blake
I?
and-
I think I ended up finishing pretty high there, didn't I? Or did I wreck? I'm not sure.
I don't know if he got taken out on that wreck or not, because I was going up through the middle, and I'm gonna say the 66 got into the back or into the side of Jason Powell and turned him, and that caused a big wreck coming all out of 3 and 4.
Yeah.
But yeah, your internet was what I thought of when you was talking about that. I was like, okay, him and Derek are running together, like the third and fourth cars in that top lane. I'm like, they'll go high, and I'll go with them. And you blinked out, and I'm like, nope, not doing it, because he'll all of a sudden appear in my car.
So what race was it when was I pushing you at Talladega? Was I trying to push you at Talladega? This last Talladega race? I remember I was trying to push you to something, wasn't I?
I don't remember about
Last
Talladega.
Talladega.
Oh,
I was racing
TVB's
at
here.
Talladega. Taylor.
Hey, look who shows up.
We just
finally.
talked about it. Is
Yeah, we just showed it, Taylor.
literally
Good.
just missed the. You literally just missed it.
Terry, that's the first time Terry saw it.
I like it. I really think it was a cool paint scheme. And I already gave Michael a plug on that, but yeah, it was pretty cool.
He didn't remember what any of it meant.
I do now. Duh. And you see what I'm drinking tonight? It's water.
Ty, are you racing in the Wednesday ASRL League?
Yeah, I actually am. I'm really excited about Rick's League. I mean, hopefully get people out there. The recruitment races seem to be going good. We had a lot of people go into the Discord and get in there and join up. So, and it's the ARCA car. I love the ARCA car. Back in it.
Yeah.
Mark's setups are always good as usual.
Yep.
So I'm really happy for it. Maybe I can be up front for a couple of those. That'd be nice. I mean, hopefully.
I'll say it before Aaron does.
I had a blast Sunday during that dirt race. This is the first dirt league I've ever been in. I've only done maybe a handful of dirt races, but yeah, that was fun as hell. But
yeah.
My wheel, holy shit, I was sore after that.
Oh yeah, I think it'll be fun. I really hope Casey builds it up, and I know it's just starting, but it's a good start, and we can keep building it up. Maybe it could be bigger, and it'd be nice to have something on Sunday afternoons.
Yeah, definitely. The time's perfect. 1 o'clock. It breaks up the day a little bit, and then you get ready for practice.
Yeah, right after that, we get back into BPL practice and do some practicing.
Yeah, and it was a short race. Hell, we weren't in there 45 minutes?
Yeah,
I mean,
an hour.
Yeah, and BPL practice, I don't show up for that, so I don't show up for the race. I don't show up to practice. What's that? You don't need time to do that.
Yeah, you show up a minute left to qualify. All right, here, guys.
Yeah, I did that a few times this year. Got home from baseball and did it. And I know some people I hear some people like, "Oh, look who finally showed up." I'm like, well, yeah, at least I'm here. I could not just not be here.
We need a GT league. I don't know about that.
But you don't like that, Terry?
GT league?
I have a couple of GTs. I don't know about that.
GT. What GT car? What GT cars you got?
I've got one of the Fords. What the hell I got? I don't know. I'd have to go in and look.
I mean, you find one. I'm probably racing some road as long as it's short. I mean, I like road now.
I can get you to run the fucking 24-hour. Oh yeah, I'm in. And then last minute drops out. Wow.
Well, because I needed a certain time, and you guys wanted to be at that time too. You guys wanted to run the night shift, and I wanted to run the night shift. So I'm like, I can't do the day shift. Thinking about doing the Walking Glen 6 hours though, because that's only 6 hours. I only have to show up for 3, right? So
Sure.
Do the new cup
I'm just
card.
reading comments. Yeah, that's what I'm doing too.
Pretty much GT.
Cause a Miata.
So how many did you guys think we was going to have more cautions than what we actually did last night, or?
I thought it'd be less, to be honest. I mean, 8 seems like a lot for 75 laps for us, so I thought it'd be definitely less.
I mean, even in the open, we had 30 laps, and we only had 1 caution. So come on, you guys are supposed to be the professionals in the actual locked-in race.
It also wasn't a points race.
Yeah, but it was funny when Mark goes, "All right, guys, remember, just so you know, the open was running for 30 laps and it only had 1 caution." And I'm like, "Well, get ready. It's gonna be more than that."
Yeah, did Derek say I wasn't in that one?
Yeah, Derek goes, "I wasn't in that one." I'm like, "Yep." And guess who caused the first caution? Derek.
Yeah, but if you look, anytime we run a short track, the first time we run it, it's always high cautions like that, just like Martinsville last year. But then the next time we go, the guys know the tracks, it seems like, and our cautions are usually lower the second time. So I'm really surprised it was only 8.
Yeah, especially with a new track that, I had to buy it right before right when the session went up. And I'm sure a lot of people did too that never run it before.
Yep.
Was this the first track we've raced under a mile? Lucas Oil.
Oh yeah.
I don't know.
But that was a terrible race too. But
I wasn't at that race, so I don't know.
if we went back to it again, I don't think we'd have as many cautions at Lucas Oil.
No, that's one track I really wanted to be at, but I couldn't. So kind of sucked. But I don't know. I mean, we got a pretty interesting schedule coming up. So definitely bunch of next 4 races are all different tracks. We got
Oh yeah.
Twin Ring, Charlotte. We got road course, Daytona Road, and then we're at my home track of Michigan. Always like running good there. So looking forward to the next couple races here. It's pretty fun, I think.
Well, yeah, the back half of the schedule gets a little nuts because then we go to Sonoma, Chicagoland, Pocono, Indy, Kentucky, New Hampshire.
Then back to Michigan again. Love
Yep.
that. Love 2 races at Michigan. Love that. I mean, how'd I get so lucky? But I mean, it's proven. I don't think I've really had a bad race at Michigan in iRacing. I mean, I've had bad races at Michigan iRacing, but like Michigan, it puts on a good show in iRacing. Not so much in real life, but it puts on a good show in iRacing, I think.
You guys see Dave Seats thing here
Yeah.
About the drinking.
yeah, that sounds like a fun time.
Yes, it does. An extra caution lap or just red flag it so everybody can pull over and chug.
Oh man.
No, you gotta do it in VR. You
Oh.
gotta reach around and pour yourself a shot.
Yeah. You know, anytime I made the mistake a couple times. You know, I have a cup of water, a couple I love my lemonade or something like that. I have a cup of lemonade. I'm like, all right. And I'm in my VR. I'm like, oh, that doesn't work.
Doesn't work at all, does it?
It don't work. You can't get it to sit down. You're like, damn, this sucks.
Need a straw, Ty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Straw
Yeah, that's why
or
I got
bottle of
that.
water.
So I got that Yeti cup with the straw, so I can just reach over, pick it
Or
up. I know
beer.
exactly
It
where it
works.
is.
As you see right now, when I take a sip of beer, my headset tilts back, and I drink probably 3 or 4 Bud Lights each race just to kind of keep my nerves as calm as possible. And I lose my headset at least once a race.
And if
That's
Terry
nice
had
to
3,
hear.
we should have a race where Terry takes 3 or 4 Bud Lights, and then we'll see how that race goes for him. I mean, he might
The way
win. He
he
might.
showed up last week.
He might win. For all I know, at that point, he'll be a winner in his book. He'll be doing burnouts thinking he did win.
Now with 3 or 4 beers.
If he shows up like he did last week for Shop Talk, that'd be awesome.
Oh yeah, man, that
You know
Terry
what?
during the race. Woo!
He'd keep it in the wall 3 laps straight.
Well, I don't think I could wear the VR.
What's the difference?
You couldn't get him off of race chat at all, I guarantee it.
Oh.
I just don't know why you guys think he's even going to show up for a race.
White Claw. Yeah, there you go, Rick.
White Claw 150. Who drinks
Oh,
White
Corey
Claws?
loves shotgunning White
That's the
Claws.
only way you can drink them is you got shotgun 'em. So every
Yeah, I
stage,
can see
every
that.
stage break,
You
you have
can't-
to
you can't
shotgun a
sip
White
on 'em.
Claw.
You can't just
Only
sip
the
on White
raspberry
Claws.
ones, though.
I will be
So-
honest. Trulies are better though. I think
What?
the Trulies are better than White Claws.
I don't like any of them, but I would say the lemonade Truly is definitely
Yes.
better than any White Claw.
Oh yeah.
Well, it's changed a lot, Mark, if you ask me.
He doesn't know, Mark. He doesn't even watch the broadcast.
I didn't watch broadcast. Could use some more loyalty.
Back to
You-
Kyle.
You don't even say it right when you're sober.
I said it that way on purpose. Loyalty.
Yeah.
Yeah,
This,
that better.
this is BPL on what is it? This is BPL and drinking is encouraged.
Yeah.
Well, Kyle, here's where she made the mistake. She told us she was doing it now. Unlike another, I know what Kyle's referring to too. If anybody was in here back in the day, we had one guy get in just a little bit shit faced, and it's kind of a shitty race the way he was running too. So
Gotta keep that level buzz.
yeah, you
Love
don't love it. Yeah, you don't want to go overboard. That'd be just.
And you
silly.
need a white Yeti
Yeah.
cup. Because there's just water in it.
Oh shit!
Yeah, I'm just sipping water out of a brown bottle. I mean,
Yeah. You ran out of cups. You didn't clean them yet.
yeah, I just said
Did you
the
peel the
old beer
label off of
bottles.
that? Where's the label? What do you drink?
I'm drinking Coors Light, but the label fell off because was in some like it was actually
Because
a
he had to
cooler
wash
from
it. It's
earlier
his
today.
water cup.
Yeah, it was in a cooler earlier today. I went out golfing, so it was in a cooler, so the water kind of peeled the label off. But I'm drinking a Coors Light. Mountains are blue. They're probably not that blue anymore. I'll probably have to get a new one here pretty soon. But
You know, you know what, Mark? I'm actually going to answer that question. How do I feel the league is going after Wesley got kicked? And in all honesty, I think everybody had a relief off their shoulders after he left. Because it seemed like everybody calmed down. There wasn't such a douchebag running the show.
well, there's
Now, do what, Ty?
I mean, there's still. Sometimes I think Mark could be a douchebag, but it's
I've
only
already
sometimes.
said that. I've already said that. He knows that. But yeah, Mark. In all honesty, I think that's what happened. I think when he left, everybody got to calm down a little bit. So there you go. That's my
Well,
answer.
I don't think we've had one person on Shop Talk yet that, when they said, "Oh, I started back in the day," or Wesley or whoever it was, he was the owner. Nobody said they missed him or anything like that. Doesn't seem like he's missed at all.
Well, we almost lost the league because of him.
Oh, he hated me. I mean, for anybody that was there, he hated me for some reason. I don't know why he hated me. I think I bumped into him. It was like later on. Mark was the head of the league, I think. But I bumped into him at Watkins Glen, and I was a lap car, or like I wasn't getting out of the way quick enough. We were going into the bus stop. I don't know how I can get out of the way at the bus stop. Like, I'm gonna run my line. You can wait. You can wait, right? He bumps me out of the way. He bumps me out of the way, and then I still kind of catch it, and then he just dumps me into the corner out of the bus stop. And I'm like, why? I was a lap down. Like I wasn't even like run. Like I don't know. He just bumped me out of the way. I was like, he's like, get out of the way, Ty, or whatever. And I would show up in officials. He'd be there. He's like, oh, look at this guy who just walked in. I'm like, dude, what's your problem? Like, what have I done everything to do to him? Apparently, he thought I was a Jew. Apparently
that was.
I know I ain't Mexican, and I know I'm not black. So
not with that red hair.
It's not red.
Bullshit.
Sure as shit looks red.
It is. That's the lighting. It's not red though. It's
the lighting.
It's brown.
That's
it
what
is brown.
said.
I ain't no. It is the lighting. I ain't no ginger. No offense, my sister's a redhead, so no offense.
Well,
if she sees this,
your sister's brother's a redhead too, so it's okay.
What? I didn't think I had another brother.
God. Wow.
Is that red or combed?
I can't comb it. If I comb it, it's just gonna be all over the place.
That's why you put these things here on.
I'm gonna use a pick. Don't use
Yeah,
a
one of
comb.
those.
Use a pick.
There you go.
Oh, is it gonna stick out the sides? Take your headset off and let me see if it sticks out the side.
It might be. It might be long enough.
Oh.
No, I
kind of.
wanted to see the fluff sticking out.
You'll get it. It'll be there eventually. Because I mean, I grow it out pretty long before I cut it. But
See the fluff sticking out. Wow.
Yeah, who is it? Kyle from South Park when he takes his hat off?
Oh yeah. So Ty, are you good at golf?
sometimes
What do
I
you?
usually the more I drink, the better I am.
Oh yeah,
I
me
shoot,
too.
but I shoot about mid eights. I shoot about or mid 80s. I mean,
Yeah.
in that case, mid 80s for which is pretty nice. I mean, I think the other day I shot an 86. Felt pretty good. That's probably my best round ever was an 84, but I shoot around mid 80s.
Nice.
I have my good shots and bad shots. I can drive the ball a long way, but besides that, I mean,
Yeah, I
might be a
feel
little
anything
sketchy.
under a 90 is a win.
Oh yeah, to me everything's under a 90s a win. Yeah,
Oh,
I'll even take like 92. Like I put
Last
like
time,
if I'm under 92, I'm good.
last time I shot an 80, I quit after the third hole. Fuck this.
I've been there before.
I was gonna say I usually shoot about 80, and then I start on the back nine, and I'm like, screw this.
Well, I'm definitely a back nine golfer. Give me those
Yes,
beers at the
I'm a
turn. And
I'm a bag nine
my
golfer.
hot
The more
dog
I
and
drink, the
cheeseburger.
better I am. I think it's like better though because like I think you just don't get so worked up if you just drink enough. You just don't get worked up enough. I mean, Amanda says she has to calm the nerves with it. So I mean, it's like calming the nerves in golf. There is no nerves. You just don't want to. You just get
No,
too
it's
pissed
just
off sometimes.
really super boring. Like
No,
I agree with what Mark just said.
Well,
Corey
Kyle,
forced me to go. Corey forced me to go golfing a couple weeks ago. Said it was a work outing, and by the third hole, I was miserable. I said, I don't want to do this. I'd rather go home and work some more.
then you wasn't drinking enough.
No, they didn't even have any beers. They said they weren't serving beers yet, and they're like, "Oh, it's 10:30."
Yeah, that did
It's
suck.
10:30. Come on.
So tell a
So-
story real quick about buying beer. I'm from Michigan, right? So it's totally different from me. I'm going to Indy 500. I went to go buy beer on Sunday. Apparently, I don't know about the rules around you guys, but you can't buy beer on Sunday before 12 o'clock in Indiana.
That was North Carolina, wasn't it?
Ohio too.
No, I think here it was for a while, but I think they
I don't
changed
know
it
about
at 8
here.
o'clock here. Yeah, for a long time in New York, it was noon on Sundays.
North Carolina, it was. I think because I'd have to go get beer on Saturdays if I wanted to drink. Because Sundays and Mondays were my only days off down there.
Yeah, but so like I went just going to the race, the Indy 500. Awesome race to watch. First time ever being there, but it was like I didn't know that was a law because I've in Michigan. It hasn't been a law for like 15 years, and all I've known is I can go get my beer anytime I want. And so I had to go buy it. But hey, they were selling at the track before 12 o'clock. But I was also paying $7 for a beer, not $7 for the whole case.
We have 30 packs here in New York, Kyle. You
I
know,
think most places do have 30 packs.
yeah,
Yeah,
us
30
Northerners,
pack, you
we
get a
need
30
to
rack
drink.
of Bush. 30 pack of Bush, call it a day.
Natty Ice.
Oh, natties.
I discovered Jenny Lights a few years ago, and if I jump off of Bud Lights, I love my PBRs, but I was like, ooh, Jenny Lights, those are really yummy.
Yeah,
Little bit of
the
hams.
Jenny's only. It's right in Rochester. It's only a half hour from us, the brewery.
And it's cheap, too.
Yeah, 30 packs like $16.
Yeah, it's like a deal. Thank you.
Doesn't make you feel too good the next day, but you can drink 30 of them
Yeah,
if you want.
Yeah, if you want it. The dirty 30, yes.
What's the 1776?
I think that's when we became
That's
America, right?
that's when it was America, right?
Rick's giving us history lessons now.
Yeah.
Smart
Well, speaking
guy.
of beer, I'm gonna grab another.
Speaking of beer, I gotta go let a couple out of me. I know that's gross from a girl, but whatever.
My lord.
She gets the poops.
The beer poops aren't fun, I'll tell you that.
Mm.
Usually it's the next day for everybody else, I feel like, but Terry was probably feeling it last Tuesday.
I definitely was. I got up. I did not want to go to work, but I had to. So, but
I'm
it
surprised
was
you didn't
okay.
call off.
The thought was there, but since I went on vacation, I had to.
Where are you going
I
in
had to
Florida,
go.
Terry?
I'm sorry,
Where are you going in Florida?
marathon.
Where's that?
Part of the Keys.
Oh yeah, you're going to the Keys. That's awesome.
All
Let me
the way
know
to
how
the
it is.
bottom,
I
right?
want to go there.
It's down at the bottom. Where we're going, actually, it's not my birthday, Mark. Oh, or Terry's birthday. Okay, so
Yeah.
it's right in the middle of Miami and Key West.
Yeah, we want to take a trip down to the Keys because my parents have a place in Orlando, and we were thinking about going there and driving down to the Keys for like a weekend or something. So let me know how it is down there. I heard great things about it.
Expensive
Oh, I bet. It's a big
For the-
party area too, I heard.
for the villa that my wife and I got. It's a little over $3,500 for 6-7 days.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
I do have a question. Would you rather do that or would you rather go on your cruises though?
I'd rather go on a cruise.
Really?
You like
Yes.
cruises that much?
I do.
You like,
Yeah.
you like just being on the water like that?
Here, my shirt.
There's food available 24/7.
Yeah, I mean-
Now,
they
see-
don't have an all-you-can-eat buffet down in there. You got to pay for it every time.
Now everybody, now you're catching on. What the fuck?
Tell you what, though, I love my all-inclusive places. When we went to Cancun for our honeymoon, all-inclusive is the best. You just walk
Yeah,
up, give me a
it
drink.
is.
I want to eat this. Give me another drink.
Man, did you wash your hands?
I did, and then a stray cat just scared the shit out of me because it was hanging out outside our basement door, and I almost fell down.
That's why I gotta make my drinks off camera tonight, because you assholes pick on me for my ice tactics.
Wait, what's your ice tactics?
I had a bucket of ice. Amanda was drinking beer, and I was just grabbing ice out of the bucket, putting it there, like, what the
With
fuck?
your hands?
Yeah.
Oh, I'd do that all day.
Yeah.
It's only you two there, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Sam was
like-
talking shit.
There ain't
Sam
anybody
was
over
making
there.
fun of him because Corey would run outside, go pee, where there's obviously no faucet outside, run inside, and you see him just finger fucking the ice.
I didn't piss on my hands.
I mean, it's just you two. I mean, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Hey, as long as you didn't piss on his hand, what the hell you want?
Yeah.
Like at home, like we have salad on the dinner table. We don't use those little tongs. We use our hands.
And Dave seats, as long as somebody holds that fucking mouth closed, I ain't gonna worry a whole lot about it.
No, I've been laying off the mixed drinks. I only have those kinds of stuff when I go out to the restaurants and bars. I drink my lovely Bud Lights when I'm at home.
I'd be sticking away from the mixed
I think
drinks too if Corey's.
See, I would think it would be the opposite. I'd go to the beer. I go get beer at restaurants 'cause it's cheaper than the mixed drinks. The mixed drinks at home because it's cheaper at home for the mixed drinks.
I get that
Yeah,
vibe
definitely.
going at the restaurants
Yeah.
and the bars and get Red Bulls and vodkas.
Ooh,
Yeah, she's an expensive date.
ooh.
He tries to limit how many Red Bull and vodkas I can
Oh.
have.
I'll
Mark,
have her
the
drink some
Cocoa
Red Bull
was-
and vodkas for a shop talk, and you guys don't have to say a fucking word.
Mark Coco was better than what you said.
Wait, what? What's cocoa hair?
Read the next
read
line.
The next
Yeah,
line.
Yeah,
read
read
the
the
next
next
line,
line.
Amanda.
I didn't even. That's funny.
Oh.
We need to have
Hey,
Aaron off
hold on.
work one night so he can have drinks with us.
I just got a text from Tim Habiak. He wants to do a special edition on a Tuesday. Tim, if you're listening,
I can't do
these
Tuesday.
guys. I would say I can't do a Tuesday either. I'm work usually, and I know Aaron. He goes in. He has to get his beauty rest.
I have my sweet ass golf show on Tuesday nights
Yeah,
that I had to move for this sweet ass show.
that's right, Rick 2.0, baby.
Well, you have a golf show and I haven't watched.
Yeah, it's we have a it's one of those golf arcade machines. It's not Golden
the-
Tee, it's the PGA Tour one, the Team Challenge, and the guys basically hacked it, and we run our own tournaments, have our own server, and all that shit. So I've started a golf show. I think I'm on episode like 35 now, but yeah, I do it live and basically kind of like this thing. That's how I got this set up so easily.
Pretty cool. Pretty cool.
Yeah, we have a match play coming up it starts this week, and we did a live draft last week, and it was fun as hell. And the Canadians there, they wanted to chug White Claws. Oh, that was awful chugging it. I need to shotgun them.
Yeah, you can't chug those. Chugging is terrible. I'd rather shotgun all any day of the
Yeah, it goes down so much faster shotgunning.
week. Yeah, you don't even
You don't
taste,
taste
it.
it,
You don't
yeah.
taste it. You don't feel it. It just goes down.
Yep. You just get all the bubbles from it.
Yeah, after you're like, I should never done that. But
I'd rather chug a beer or chug a drink than shotgun.
I'm hanging out with my dad on Father's Day, Mark.
Kyle, I'm like you, buddy. I'm with you, Kyle.
Your dad would totally sit in on this for Father's Day. That'd be the best present
Oh,
we
yeah,
ever
he-
had, talking to all these guys.
I'll get them all
Hell
fucking
yeah.
drunk too before.
He's so excited to
he's
do,
watching right now. Hey, Dad.
He's so excited to do Shop Talk when we go down to Daytona that Sunday night from their house in Orlando and do Shop Talk live on their back deck with them.
Yeah, I got.
shotgun it for
Yeah,
free
that'd be cool.
sons.
Can we get Gail on too?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Terry, leave my mom alone. She's too young for you.
Did you see that?
Yeah, I did
He's
see
watching.
that. I mentioned it.
No, what Mark Arthur said.
Yeah,
Okay.
shotgun and Capri Suns. I wish I had a.
Ty, I will tell you what, we've had some parties here at the house, summertime, super hot outside. I'm like, oh my God, I'm gonna get so dehydrated. Capri Sun and vodka, but you get the Capri Sun with the electrolytes, a little soccer player kit on the front of it. You will not have a hangover the next day.
Rick,
I'll have to
nobody's
keep
going to
that
show
in.
up for your race.
Thank you, Gary.
300 laps. Jeez, if it was 300 laps last night, we'd still be racing it.
Yeah, we
I'm
would
buying
be.
that.
You'd have a
Well, I
large
wouldn't be.
disconnect.
You have fun with that, Hammond. I won't be in that one.
Oh,
Yeah,
your
congrats
first
on your
Mother's
baby,
Day?
Kyle.
Well, babies go to bed early, right?
I don't think she's had
Sometimes.
the baby yet, he said.
No, I don't know like baby stuff, so I assume they go to bed at like 6 or whenever you give them like
Caution
Benadryl or
185. That's a special
You
caution.
get a Benadryl.
We should just have a stage caution on lap 185 for.
Shotgun and White Claws.
Yeah. If Rick will shotgun one, I'll do one.
I want to see Chris shotgun like 4 or 5 of them and see if we can expedite his hiccups.
Do in October.
Oh, he's doing October.
You're not wrong, Mark. You're not wrong.
Where did Sam go? I saw he got in for like 1 comment and disappeared.
He's driving.
He ain't got good enough yet to text and
He's
drive.
trucking. Yeah.
You don't have that.
I say that to
text
Terry
drive
all the
down.
time, too.
Oh, fuck, Miss Trash Can.
I keep on saying, me and Terry got to meet up because he goes to Indianapolis every day. But every time he's in Indianapolis, I'm working. You need to show up a little later.
I ain't got time. No, fuck that. I need to go home. Or to Columbus. Fuck that.
I was gonna say that he's still working on that 5th wheel.
Probably. Probably. Just got to treat it like a fat girl. Put a little grease on it.
He knows how to.
Oh,
That's nasty.
Aaron knows what I'm talking about.
A lot of grease, not a little.
Wow.
That won't latch. She's got. Yep, he used too much grease.
hold him to slam it.
Just slam it. Is that what you do with everything? If it don't fit, just slam it in.
It'll fit.
Yeah, eventually.
So saying it won't latch, I just wondered if it already pre-latched on him before he backed up under it. If it slammed shut, that's what she said.
I was like, please say it. Please say it.
Nope, not today.
Trailer might be up too high too.
Well, you gotta
Someone
head to
send a
work, Aaron?
picture.
Yeah, I have to go to work.
All right. Well, yeah, thanks
Yeah.
for coming on last minute, Ty. It's been great having you on here. We gotta have you on again.
Yes. Yeah, I'm down for it anytime.
So, hey, real quick, I want to give hey, Wellman, if you're willing to get in here with a camera,
He doesn't have a webcam.
No.
I've already talked to him about it.
Well,
That
doesn't he
don't-
have a cell phone with
Douchebag.
Discord on it and turn it sideways and just balance
That
it
could
on
work.
like a flower vase or a beer bottle or something?
Dave Seats. Dave's always in here.
No, Dave said he
Shit,
doesn't
Willis.
webcam good.
Oh my god.
Just put
Not
He
it
doesn't
as a
interview
camera.
good. Ty is boring.
Oh,
No, I was talking to Kyle earlier. He's actually gonna run a Savage Edge sponsorship. He's looking for a sponsorship on his car, so
Good, man.
Savage
That's
Edge is
awesome.
gonna be on his car,
Good
and
deal.
I'm sending him some T-shirts and yeah,
Good
glad to
deal.
have him aboard.
I got Savage Edge all over my fucking car for the last 3 fucking seasons. I ain't got a Savage Edge shit.
Dave does not public speak.
Kyle will,
I'm kidding. I'm kidding, Corey.
Dave
Kyle will
doesn't
actually
speak
show up
good.
to race.
Right. Dave does not public speak.
I'll keep on supporting Michael as much as I can until he proves me wrong, which never happens. So
Mark, if you got in here when we started, actually, Ty was very interesting talking about his career and
Yeah, we had a great interview with Ty.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah,
we
we had a
did.
good time. We had a really good time.
Yeah,
we try to be serious first off, and oh yeah, how it
Take the
goes.
shit and send it to him. Stick a Savage Ed sticker on it.
It's not how I treat my drivers that I sponsor. Except for Aaron. Wait till he gets his care package.
Oh, he's been waiting.
It was a medium shirt, wasn't it?
Yeah. I keep fucking
Yeah,
them
like
up.
3 months ago.
Amanda doesn't order enough. I keep fucking everyone up. She orders. All right, so I guess we'll end it there. Thanks again, Ty, for coming on.
Yeah,
and
thanks a lot, bud.
Yes,
No
thank
problem.
Yeah,
Anytime.
I'll try-
It's been a good time. It's been a lot of fun.
I'll try not to wreck you anymore.
Hey, it's been a lot of fun racing all of you. And like,
Oh, I know.
Amanda, it's been very impressive. You coming in and doing it, brand new, just hopping in, and you've been
Thank you.
improving every week. It's pretty good. Terry, hope to see you next week and the week after, or I hope to see you the rest of
No,
the
I
season
think Terry's
after you
off
come
2
back.
weeks.
The next 2 weeks I'm off.
Yeah,
Well,
all right, well,
I won't even be
well,
around.
Well, we're just
Hope to
racing
see you
this
after
week, then
that.
we're off
yeah,
for
we're
Father's
off.
Day.
And then I hope to see you after Father's Day, hopefully.
Oh, you better
I'll
show up
be
for
back.
Charlotte. Teenage Motorsports is sponsoring it.
Yeah, I will be there. for that.
Aaron's the defending champ of Charlotte, so
Oh,
he's
yeah.
defending his title.
It's the only track I've ever won at and gotten the pole at a few times during the officials, so I'm gonna dump
She's taking
Aaron
Aaron
so I can
out.
win it.
I hate Charlotte, so not looking forward to it. Unless it's the
I
Roval.
love it.
Man, I got
Race
to make
Roll any
that
of the
sweet
week.
ass commercial. It's gonna be like a 30 for 30 with Aaron Backover.
What if I told you Aaron Backover won this race?
One man saying one person won't win a championship decides to win the race.
So if anybody that's watching that's seen all the chats, if you want to see how Aaron Backover won the Charlotte race, Rick Hammond actually put it up earlier, the link to it, so it's in the chat somewhere. So
Well, it was funny last night. Me and Amanda got done watching the broadcast, and it was like what 9:30 or something. I was like, "What the fuck are we gonna do for the rest of the night?" I was like, "We usually get done at like midnight." I was like, "Aaron, you got that good link you want to set me for that Charlotte race?"
Yeah, I hope to find myself in the winner's circle this year. Maybe it'll happen. I don't know. Can always try.
no, look what Rick just did.
if anybody wants to watch the Charlotte race, Rick just posted it for the second time tonight.
Yeah, I was about to say if it was just a link, I was about to say be wary on links. I don't know. You don't know what you're gonna see on the other end, but
Maybe Father's Day I'll just replay it on TNA Motorsports, this whole Charlotte race.
There you go. And Mark, he can't afford lighting in his house. He doesn't work all the time. He's got to feed that damn dog now.
It's because of where I have my light at. It's behind my green screen, so
Oh,
as it starts getting darker outside, it gets darker in here.
It doesn't look that bad. Don't listen to him. He doesn't make good calls.
Yeah, we have this FBI light like right above our head up here, and it like drowns you so much with just a floodlight all night.
I just caught what you said, Corey. Mark's got a problem with his eyesight. Is that what it is? It's not.
Yeah,
the
I
light,
don't think
it's
Mark
his
can see
eyesight.
too good.
it looks fine. Yeah,
No, it's
Thank you,
because of the
Ryan.
call he made. It's because of the call that Mark made towards Corey last night. So it's
yeah,
not. It's not the screen. It's Mark's
Yeah.
eyesight.
Yeah, I think-
Yeah, he needs
I
glasses
think Mark
or
needs to
something.
start making better calls. Apparently,
Yeah,
apparently
obviously.
he's not making the right ones.
Mm-mm.
Apparently, it's too much for one man.
Yeah, can't do it himself.
Another guy back in
Can't do
there.
it himself.
I ain't doing it.
All
Not one
right,
hour, man.
so I guess we'll end it there. Thanks for everybody for
Wait.
tuning in.
Before we log off, talking about I think it was Kyle coming in here that doesn't have Discord. You don't have to have a webcam. It'd just be nice if we had one.
No, you're
but-
right.
Well, he
right.
said
Well, that's
he
why I
has
told
his
him that, too.
phone. He has his phone. He's just not sure how good the audio is. We'll jump in Discord one day. Have Corey give you the invite. You guys link it up and just test it out.
Well, right. I don't want them to think that if they don't have a webcam, it's
Right.
nice to put a
But it
face
is,
to the
yeah, a
name.
face to the name, like getting to know Ty tonight and everything. He's got probably one of the coolest jobs of anybody so far in the league, and talking to you, and actually, like, I didn't know you were a curly-haired ginger, so that's pretty cool to know. So,
I guess that should be my
I know.
nickname now. It's just a curly haired ginger, but I'll take with it. I'll take the shots. It's okay. I'll remember that when I'm behind you. You know.
Mark, I can do what I want. It's my show.
Hey, just remember the person that putting you in the wall might be the curly haired ginger. That's what
Yeah.
I'm
He's
saying.
always
Just be
going
ready
to get
for it.
mad because I have a weakness and a soft spot for gingers. That's why I love Dale Jr. So he's always like, "Ew, you and your redheads." So hey, don't get upset.
Sorry,
Not by
TBV.
me.
She likes redheads.
I was about to
And
say.
bald guys.
I was about to say that like Taylor.
Ah,
I'm like
I don't-
Taylor. I am sorry, but I have to jump on the wagon now.
well,
Why do you think I have a red car and why I like Dale Jr. and I have a number 8?
I think he just called you a car, Amanda.
so I was curious. So does the redhead only come in, Corey, when your bald head gets sunburned then, or what?
Yeah, I'm trying, spice it up a little bit with a sunburn on it, but it's more tinselly on the side now.
Saw
That's
what
why I
Michael
shave it.
saw what Michael said. Hey man, you make it, I'll run it. I don't really care. You make it, I'll run it.
A red car with freckles.
You make it, I'll run it. I'm there.
Taylor's gonna dye his hair red now.
Hey, I mean, might as well. He's got a bunch of hair to dye. He's got to dye that. And he's got a I don't know what he's got going on right now, but he's got a lot of hair to dye. Then
So let's give a big old shout out again to Michael Falk, Michael Designs Facebook. You guys didn't use one of his designs, and he'll hook you up, man. And he's not satisfied if you're not satisfied. So hit Michael up. You guys need a paint scheme out there.
Oh yeah, definitely. I'm running that one that I got for a while now. I like that. I think it makes me faster too.
I mean,
Did it
even
work last night too?
It gets
it
him to the
was
wreck
for
quicker.
yeah,
Yeah, gets me to the Rex quicker.
I am so happy what he did to my scheme. I mean, Jay McMurray's been my favorite driver ever since I was a kid. So when he made his rookie year scheme, it looks awesome. I love it.
So
Definitely
funny
check him
thing,
out.
like when you did your post race interview, I'm like, who the fuck picks Jamie McMurray as their favorite driver? I've never once in the 38 years I've been alive ever heard anyone go, "Oh, Jamie McMurray's my favorite driver."
I never heard anybody say that either. But like, so when I was a kid, it's like the only moment I remember is watching on the TV. He's driving the Coors Light Sterling Marlin car in the Charlotte race, and he wins the race. And I was like, he's my favorite driver. Liked him ever since. I was like maybe 5 years old when that happened, but it was amazing. I mean,
And that was
he's
like one of his first races too.
that
Wasn't
was his second race filling
Second
in for
race.
Sterling Marlin at Charlotte, and that's when I became a fan, and I just followed him throughout his whole career and just loved him. And I got to root for him this year in the Daytona 500. He finished like 8th in a car that probably shouldn't have finished 8th. So that's awesome. And I mean, anytime he gets out in races, I'll always root for him. Still looking for a new favorite driver because I know he's done, but take some time.
Yeah, just something that caught my attention when we were watching the end of the race last night, the end of the broadcast. I'm like, who the fuck? I like him. Nobody really ever has anything bad to say about him, but I'm like, I've never
You know,
once heard somebody say that before.
Yeah, I mean, I think I mean, there are fans out there, but I think I'm pretty unique with that one because I mean, he's not a big winner, but he's probably one of the most consistent drivers out there that raced. So I think he only had like 7 wins, but he won all the big ones. So that's all that matters.
Funny you say that, Mark.
Love the Crown Oil car.
During the Saturday there, I thought I was racing you the whole time, but it was actually Rick Thompson. He had the pink car. I thought it was your pink car in the 305s.
Oh yeah, yeah. We need to get going on 305 cars now, I guess, since we're getting this league going.
And you got to get the right numbers. I was all thrown off with Mark's number. What was he, 319 or something? I was like, I don't know who's who. This is ridiculous.
I do need to bring back the DQ car for Rick though, because he keeps talking about it every time I get an interview or talking about it during the races. He'll just talk about anytime they talk about me on the broadcast. So he's like, "Oh, we hope he gets a lot of DQ," or he's like $50 worth of DQ last night, or whatever he said. And I was like, "Yeah, I have to bring that car back for you."
Ain't seen it for a while.
I haven't been disqualified. I guess that's a good thing. I asked you if you wanted to run it when you got DQ'd, but you didn't want to run it, so that's not my problem. You probably wouldn't have showed up anyway.
I was going to say, there you'd see a lot of cars if you'd show up.
I wouldn't go. Yeah, that was not a good race for Terry. But no, well, that's in the past.
All right, so I think we'll call it a night there. Thanks again, Ty, for coming on, and
Thanks, bud.
yeah, thanks for everybody that hopped in chat. Who do we have? We had Michael, Kyle, Mark, Sam was here for a little bit. Dave Seats was funny as hell tonight. Rick, Chris joined in for a second. Okay,
I think Derek was in
Your
there.
mom.
yeah, my mom.
Yeah, we
Hi,
had
Mom and Dad.
Sherman.
Hi, Amanda's mom and dad. I know you guys are watching too.
Parents liked it.
Yeah.
Taylor was in.
Oh yeah, TBV, but he left. He had to.
Who's the guy that works for you? He jumped in for a second too.
Rob.
Rob. Yeah,
Yep,
Rob.
Rob.
Was in here.
Yeah. All right.
You
So
had a good time.
yeah, definitely, and you're more than welcome to come back on anytime. Thanks for jumping in.
Anytime you ask, I'll be here.
Such a short notice. We saw you and Sam in there and the Blazing Pedals. Well, I'm like, well, Ty's in the pit stall. Go ask him. But yeah, we're at Twin Ring this Sunday. So
Good luck, guys. Everybody.
yeah, that's gonna be fun. Hopefully Terry watches the broadcast.
I probably will be. It's a Sunday evening, and I might be drunk, but I'll probably watch it.
Yeah, you
Oh,
can
man.
comment. And then this
You should-
Wednesday, I don't think that one's broadcast, is it? The SRL.
Not
No.
currently. Not
Okay.
currently.
Well,
But
I might throw up.
hopefully we'll get there eventually.
Yeah, I might throw up a stream on TNA if I can figure out how I want to do it for us, because Amanda's gonna be in it too. I know me, Aaron, and Amanda's gonna be in it. Ty's in it.
Mhm.
Terry's not. So, but
He could
congrats
get
to
on
Aaron on
Sundays.
the
Exactly.
TNA banner for. Oh, Aaron, you only got till Wednesday for the TNA banner. Then it's a fight for it again. With your awesome 16th at Nashville.
That's right.
All right, guys.
Hey.
So we will see you guys next Monday. I don't know who we're gonna have on. We'll figure it out.
We'll
Yeah.
figure something.
Is the setup up, Mark? Said man, they better practice.
Yeah,
Everybody's got
where's the
jokes
setup?
tonight.
Where's the points? Where's everything? We need it all.
Oh, the points are already up from
Well, I
Gateway.
They were up
I
last
know. I know.
Oh, practice for. Oh, look at Aaron. It's got.
We like the dog.
Yep.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's got his
appreciate
little
that.
buddy.
He's so cute.
Yeah, we gotta do it. We'll probably do a practice maybe tomorrow night
He
in
doesn't
Texas.
even have the schedule hanging on our wall, so I don't even know where we're racing.
We're racing Texas.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, man, it's
Texas.
good at Texas.
Oh, it's fun. Trust me, it's fun. You'll love it.
Yeah, I've been on it a couple times. I really like Texas.
Yeah, it's gonna be similar to like last year's Texas setup.
Oh, nice.
So Corey, you'll have some laps on there.
Yeah, yeah. I loved the setup last year.
So did I until my McDonald's Wi-Fi was going out.
All right, everybody. Well, thanks for tuning in. We'll
a good
see
night,
everybody next
everybody.
week.
Yeah.
Bye, guys.
See you
Yeah.
guys.
All right.